Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today's video is a little different. I wanted to share with you guys 8 different road trip DIYs. The first thing I wanted to share is the Loom Knit. So this is Loom knitting. You don't need to know how to crochet or to knit to do this project. This is actually my personal favorite because it doesn't make me car sick. So a lot of these things that I'm going to mention can make you car sick if you have that tendency. I do. So this is something that helps because you don't necessarily need to be staring at it in order to complete your project. You can kind of look away and make sure that you don't get car sick. So all you need is some yarn. I actually made this hat on the drive to San Francisco for a little getaway weekend that my husband and I were doing. So pretty cool. That's my favorite one, but there's also tons more. The other thing that I love to recommend is a sketchbook. Bring along with you some colored pencils and you are good to go for drawing on the road, in the car, or when you get to your destination. Along with the colored pencils, you can also create quilt designs. So if you are a quilter like I am, you can get some of these notebooks that have graph paper. These have actual grids in the notebook, so you can draw out quilt designs, block designs, different sort of cross stitch if you like to do cross stitch. Any of those things, you can make your own designs on the go. So that's another one of my DIYs. Speaking of cross stitch, you can do cross stitch. I brought this dark Aida fabric. You can prep ahead of time. Here's one of my cross stitch patterns that I bring with me on the go. I have this little box with all my little projects in here. You can ahead of time pick out your different DMC floss, anything that you would need to do your project, just prep it ahead of time and bring that with you. Now, along the same lines as cross stitch is embroidery. So if you love embroidery, you can prep it ahead of time. This was one that I had prepped. This is an iron-on transfer. I've got a little hula girl. So this just takes a teeny bit of preparation before you leave for your trip. And my favorite are the Sublime stitching patterns. Iron on, they have instructions in here. They're really affordable. And so all you need is, again, to prep a little bit before your trip. And then you can do this on the go. One of my other favorites is a traveler's notebook. I will link a video right here that shows you the traveler's notebook that I made for our Hawaii trip. You can bring these notebooks with you on the go. They're super lightweight, easy to travel with you. And then one of these printers, so you can take photos from your trip on your cell phone and then print these out in your hotel room. You don't need anything fancy in order to do it, and you can do this on the go for your road trip scrapbooking. The other thing that you can do on the go, especially if you're in the car on a road trip, is one of your crochet projects. I brought this one with me. You could do it in a hotel room in the evenings if you don't have a lot going on or you have kids that are going to bed early. Crochet makes me a little bit car sick if I do it in the car, but if you have small projects or things, it's a great portable project. When you are doing any of these projects on the go, just make sure you bring all of your supplies ahead of time. I have this little box full of thread, thimbles. I've got English paper piecing, which is also one of the great on-the-go types of projects that you can do. Just bring your thread and your needles. And the big thing, one of the big things not to forget is scissors. I brought some bigger scissors because we were road tripping it. We had our car, but bring some small scissors if they're airplane appropriate. But just prep a little bit ahead of time in a nice little convenient box like this. That way you have everything that you need. So I know some of these might tend to make you car sick. So if you're looking for another thing to do in the car on a road trip that does not involve looking at a project and potentially getting yourself sick, one of my very favorite things to do is to listen to audiobooks. One of my very favorites is called The Help, which was a really popular book a few years back. There was a movie on it. It's one of my very favorites. So if you've not listened to that, that's a great road trip thing, is to listen to audiobooks. You can stop and start them really easily, download them ahead of time, and that is one of my favorite things to do on road trips as well. I hope you guys enjoyed these ideas. Let me know in the comment section down below what was your favorite idea, and if you have any other projects that you enjoy doing on road trips or on vacation, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear that as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!